Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bill Levinson, managing partner with Levinson and Associates. With me today, we have Joseph Loughran, our marketing vice president. So, we wanted to take this webinar today and make it all about leads, and more leads, right? So, we all know as agents, as IMOs, even consumers out there, leads are the number one driving fact to being successful, okay? And obviously, there's many ways that we can all generate leads with our own book of business, with maybe networking and teaming up with maybe a P&C agency, a real estate office, mortgage office, financial institutions. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. There's always the old school cold calling approach, mailers. You can buy leads. I mean, we literally have pages and pages of various ways to generate leads. And when I first started in the business, and it's been a little over 20 years now, Kerry, my father, started the business in 1972, and he was a MetLife GA in South Florida, and then started his own business in 72, and that was Levinson and Associates. So I came in about 20 years ago, and when I first started, the way it was back then, there was either you had a captive model, or you were on the independent brokerage side. And on the independent brokerage side, the way it worked, and it actually still works that way today, is the IMOs on the brokerage side will say, hey, come to us and we will give you top contracts, we'll give you great service, we have all of the products, but you have to generate your own leads. And that's the way it's been for years and years and years. And that's the way most of our competitors worked 20 years ago and even today, right? So the other model in the brokerage world is, yes, well, this way. Now, if that pans out and that's the real story, that's up in the air. We don't know. A lot of times it is. Sometimes it's not. But with us, we're going to tell you exactly the way it is, black and white. So the second model is on the brokerage side is they'll say, hey, we'll give you free leads, but we're going to pay you half the commissions, okay? And this way, you're basically handcuffed to them. They're going to call you, babysit you, make sure those leads were sold back through their organization. And let's face it, if you don't call them back or there's no reporting, they're going to stop giving you free leads. So that way, in my opinion, it doesn't work very well either. So what we saw, especially 20 years ago, going back again, there were a lot of agencies that were real successful in this mortgage protection world. And what they were doing was paying literally half the commission, half of what a street level agent would be, and they were giving out free leads. And then when the whole mortgage boom and real estate boom happened, the leads dried up, okay? And most of those agencies went away. I know some agencies that had 50 employees that went down to 4 and 3, and then they literally went bankrupt, and the company is no longer around. That happens so many times. So what we did is we said, hey, and I started this literally 20 years ago, is I said, if we can go out there and be different, we don't want to have that captive model, and we're not going to give away free leads and pay 35% commission and babysit our agents. But if we can take that middle road approach and say, you know what, let's give our agents top commissions, GA kind of commissions, right? If we can give the great service, we can give the best selection of carriers and products, but we can also offer our agents all of the technology needed to be successful and generate their own leads, and have some great co-op lead programs, okay, that you can get at discounted rates by piggybacking with Levinson based on our volume. Then that would be a win-win scenario for everyone, right? So the agent doesn't take a haircut on commissions. Okay, you get some great leads at a discounted price, still making top commissions, of course, great service, all the products you can dream of, a free website, CRM tools, social media integration tools, all the marketing pieces you could dream of, everything that you would ever need to be successful. If we can come up with this, it would be a win-win. And we did exactly that. So what we wanted to do today, because we do have a lot of various programs and technology, and sometimes it does get a little overwhelming. So what we wanted to do was focus the webinar all about leads, okay, and lead generating ideas that you can take advantage of by working with Levinson. So, and to make this even easier, we built a website that we're going to show you exactly what that looks like. And we made this website all about our lead programs and various lead generating ideas that you can start using today. Okay, now everything you're about to see is only available through Levinson, so you must be licensed with us to get in and to utilize these programs. Okay, but if there's anything that you want us to dive into a little deeper, or you want to participate, just reach out to us, let us know, speak to any one of our marketers here. We now have 9 marketers that most of them are in the office. So we also have 4 remote marketers. Pick up the phone, talk to anyone, and every single employee here can walk you and hold your hand, walk you into the platform, show you the way around, make sure you're comfortable. And the biggest thing is, we don't want you to be overwhelmed. We want you to say, oh, that wasn't that bad. You know what? I can start generating leads with this platform today. So that's the goal, and I think we built all the technology to do just that. So what we did is, again, simplifying everything, and that's our motto this year, is we want to make everything black and white, easy for our agents to understand. So we built this new website called LevinsonLeadProgram.com, right? Doesn't get any easier than that. LevinsonLeadProgram.com. You can go through our main website, the Kerry Levinson website, or you can simply type in LevinsonLeadProgram.com, use your same username and password from KerryLevinson.com, and you'll get right in. Or if you're already in Kerry Levinson, you just click on the icon that says Levinson Lead Program, and you get right in. It's single sign-on, so you don't have to log in again. So as soon as you go to that website, you're going to open it up, and again, we made things very, very easy, and literally each program that we have is a box, okay? I don't think it gets any easier. And you simply click on whatever program you're interested in. This is just an example, but we have pages and pages. But every single box is a different program. And if you say, hey, what is this Pay Yourself to Wealth, these $4 books I can hand out that will generate a lead and set an appointment for me? What is that? You just click on that yellowish box in front of you, and it will give you the breakdown. And then if you want to order some, there's another button, and we can get those out to you. It explains the whole program there. And then what we did to make things, again, even easier, okay, with all of our lead programs, all of our technology, basically everything that we offer, which makes up the iGenius platform, we built a infographic, okay? We're going to call it the iGenius infographic. And you open this graphic, okay, and you're going to see every single thing that we offered by number, okay? So you can call a marketer and say, hey, I'm looking at number 32 and how to set up my own website. Tell me a little more about that, okay? So it's going to be broken down by number, and then, of course, every single thing that we offer is in this graphic. It's that easy to understand. I promise you, you're going to love it. We're going to launch that. It's called the iGenius infographic. We're going to launch that next Tuesday afternoon, okay? So a week from right now, you're going to see that. We'll send out an e-blast, and then we'll have a webinar about it, but it gives you the 100-foot overview of everything we offer here at Levinson and Associates. Okay, now, if you dive into our various Levinson lead programs on our regular website, the Kerry Levinson website, you simply go to marketing, and then if you look at the top right corner, there's a star there, and it says lead programs. Just hover your mouse over that section, and then everything is broken down in front of you. These are all of our lead generating ideas and all of our exclusive lead programs that we put together for our agents. And then, of course, you can dive into any program that you would like. Okay, now we also, above and beyond all of what you're looking at now, is we have a turnkey final expense platform called Legacy Safeguard, which we're going to get into in just a few more minutes here. But that is a turnkey platform that will help you get your foot in the door and make final expense sales. It is awesome. It's basically, it's a planning tool for your clients, okay? It stores all of the information for them, gives them an 800 number to call in case of a death, and there's a live operator that will literally hold their hand and walk them through this whole process and help them with getting the funeral set up and making arrangements and who to talk to next, and everything from A to Z as far as final expense. That's free to all Levinson agents. And then, of course, our scholarship program is also free, and another great way to generate leads. But again, these are things that most agents can only get in that captive environment. Okay, and the reason why is because they're making, 40%, they're captive. So, of course, their upline, meaning the GA, it would pay for them to dump in thousands and thousands of dollars to all of these lead-generating ideas and lead-generating programs, right? And of course, they don't mind because they're making a huge override. But with us, what's so unique, what the idea that I'm trying to draw out here so you can understand it, is it's a win-win-win. You're getting all of the value add with these lead programs and turnkey platforms for free, top commissions. We feel that like we offer the best service around, and every product, even exclusive products that our competitors can only dream of offering. So again, it's going back to that win-win-win-win across the board, and that is our strategy. It's value added, which makes us unique. I love this stuff. I mean, we have been working on this for years, and I know I sound a little over enthusiastic, but we eat, sleep, and dream this stuff. Okay, this is our life. So are we excited? Yes. Are we going to make this even bigger and better? Absolutely. And we want to hear feedback, good and bad, because our goal is to make this the best turnkey platform available for independent agents out there in the field. And I think we've accomplished just that. Okay, also what we're going to do before I introduce Joe, at the end of the call, we're going to give away a free batch of exclusive final expense leads. Okay, these are leads that are ready to speak to someone. I would call them as soon as possible. We're giving a free batch to the 100th registrant. We'll announce the winner in about 30 minutes. Joe's going to take it from here and dive into some individual lead programs that we offer, and then we're going to keep going from there. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So what I'm going to start with here is some actual detail and some more breakdown of the different lead programs that are available. What we'll do at the end of today's call, everyone will receive that email with the recorded version, as well as, excuse me, more information on every single lead program they're going to be diving into. So starting on the left-hand side of the screen here, our live lead transfer program. This is actually a program we've been using for about 6 to 8 months here, and this actually delivers a live call to your cell phone or work phone at the flip of a switch. So you can actually specify what type of client you're looking for, specify the age bracket, the income range, which areas you're looking for based on county, even based on state. You're going to receive a phone call, and it's going to actually be from the lead vendor with that client on the phone. They'll make the introduction, they'll go through some different criteria of the lead, and you'll be able to actually get on the phone with that client in real time, run the quote, and actually find out if they're a candidate for that specific type of insurance, whether it's term or permanent, even whole life. And every Levinson agent actually receives a $200 lead credit just for working through Levinson and being a Levinson agent. So that is the live transfer lead program. On the right-hand side, we have our co-op annuity lead mailer. These are $460 per thousand. This is a complete program, including the list, the printing, all the mail handling, all the postage. There is about a 2-week turnaround time from when you order this program to when those leads are actually delivered. There's about a 2.5% average response. So that annuity lead program has produced some great results, really focusing on people that are turning age 65 or 67 at retirement age. Josh Hoffman in our office actually handles the Levinson annuity division. So if you have any questions on which annuity products to use for different clients, Josh is your go-to resource. Moving forward here, looking at the left-hand side, our turnkey mortgage lead program we've been running for about 5 to 6 years now. This is a program that actually targets people who recently purchased or refinanced a home. So as you can see from the screenshot on the bottom, they receive something in the mail talking about mortgage protection, being able to pay off their mortgage or be able to pay that mortgage payment if they're killed or there's a disability. And so they actually fill out all of their contact information, their spouse information, provide their height and weight, date of birth, all of their contact information, including phone number and cell phone. So there's a minimum of 15 leads. You can order week to week. We do have a reimbursement program built into that turnkey mortgage lead program. So if you end up selling one of these mortgage leads, we actually pay you back that cost per lead. So you can choose anywhere from 15 leads to 17 to 20, and you actually pick the counties that you want these leads to be sourced from. So these are real people that have filled out the mailer and sent it back. They're on average about 7 to 10 days from when they filled them out, but a lot of great leads, a lot of great sales are generated from this program. On the right-hand side, we have a co-op final expense mailer, which is $430 per thousand. You actually pick specific zip codes. You can pick the ages, gender, income level. There's about a 4-day turnaround from when you order these final expense mailers to when they actually get mailed. The average response is about 2.5% to 3%. These are exclusive, never reused, and they actually tie right into that legacy safeguard program that Bill was mentioning earlier. So I'm actually going to move to the next slide here and dive a little bit more into detail on that legacy safeguard program.
Okay, thank you, Joe. He's also just getting over a little cold, so we assigned Joe 2 to 3 slides for his part. So just bear with us here. Okay. So real quick, the Legacy Safeguard, this is the final expense platform that I was referring to earlier. So this is an awesome tool if you're in this final expense arena, or if you've never even sold final expense, now is a great time. So what we're doing, also brand new for 2018, is we put together a platform called the iGenius Final Expense Platform. So we're going to have a page built into our website just for the iGenius Final Expense Platform. And this is going to include everything you could dream of for final expense, including this Legacy Safeguard platform, which you're looking at now, free scholarships for any client that buys a final expense policy from you, and they can use that for their children or grandchildren up to 1 free year. We have exclusive final expense leads, okay, that are available. We have final expense mailers, a final expense quote engine that you can use for your clients. So that's retail facing your prospects. We can put that on your website, or if you don't have a site, we can give you a free website and we can include your final expense quoting engine and lead capture system. Final expense marketing pieces and phone scripts, okay, all built into this easy to use turnkey platform, all built around final expense. And then, of course, we have all of the top products, the best top paying commission products with renewals. We even have underwriting platforms now that you can sell over the phone and get an instant underwriting decision in the final expense arena. So all of the best stuff. And if you're interested in this, any part of the platform, it's not up and running yet, but if you see anything that you want to start using, just let us know, and we can get you all set up as early as this afternoon. But you will see us releasing that new iGenius turnkey final expense platform within the next week to 10 days or so. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We'll also have another webinar. But real quick, now this Legacy Safeguard platform, this is available to you right now. And this is that turnkey system that I was talking about earlier. Now, the whole idea is you can market this to prospects. So as a benefit of working with you, their final expense agent, they get all of the tools that they need for final expense planning. And you can see those bullets in front of you. There's a built-in funeral home locator, end-of-life planning assistance. There's an 800 number, a support for survivors, we call it. We have a DVD that has all of the tools built in. We even have a physical kit that we can mail you that has all of the brochures and a presentation system, everything built around final expense, so you can sit down with your prospect, and by the time you're done, you have made a new sale. So this is really, really neat stuff, and it's a benefit by working with Levinson, available to you at no charge. So just let any one of our marketers know, and we will mail you out a kit as soon as this afternoon. Okay, moving forward here. So the free leads we're giving out at the end of today's webinar, that's our new iGenius lead program. Now, what's neat about this program is, first of all, in the bottom left corner, you can see the pricing is just phenomenal. Okay, the minimum order is $15, price per lead is $17 with one free lead per order. Now, you know, we have our mortgage mailer lead program as well, which has been around now for over 5 years, works awesome. This is another option, and the main difference is with the mortgage mailer, you're going to get leads within 24 hours. With this program, the iGenius platform, okay, it takes up to 2 weeks. Okay, but you can pinpoint your leads where you can get a little more county or city specific with zip codes or area codes. So that part works out well. But either way, I would make sure that you are ready to sell over the phone, okay? Make sure that you're comfortable with our quote engine and our e-application or drop ticket system, because you got to be ready with quoting and with your application. Especially these are all hot exclusive leads, and they're ready to talk insurance. So you must be ready. If you need help with any of that stuff, just let us know. We also have phone scripts for mortgage protection and final expense as well. So with this platform, 2 choices, final expense or mortgage protection. When you fill out the order form, you just check a little box, and then they get you those leads within a 2-week period. We'll talk a little more about that at the end of the webinar. But again, you know, it's all about options, and our goal with all of our lead programs and lead generating ideas is we know what's out there on the street, and you know, we've been called by all these internet companies and call centers from around the world, and hey, we have the best leads and the best pricing, and they're exclusive, and it's a horror story. It's a nightmare most of the time. So the point behind all of this is we want to go out and find a good program that works, make sure we do our due diligence, and that it's good value to our agents, okay? We don't want to become a lead company, but what we want to do is find the best source for our agents. There's no perfect lead program, okay? We have to get that in our minds, okay? But if we can find a good source where we can sell, you know, 2 or 3 policies out of every batch, and you can make a few $1,000s every time you place an order, then that's a win-win. Okay, and we have Kent is our mortgage protection agent that joins our monthly webinars. I mean, he's hit, you know, $50,000-$60,000 cases with our mortgage mailer program. It works, okay, but it's just about that old consistency, and persistency is everything. You know, you got to stay on top of it, and you have to order consistently. But these things are available to you. It's an option, okay? You don't have to use them. If you have your own lead program, that's fine too. We don't care. Again, we just want to try to help our agents, and we want to, the goal is we don't want you to come to us and say, oh, I tried this new internet lead company and they burned me for $500 and they keep charging my credit card. So we're trying to do some of that work for you and make it a little easier for you to operate and build your operation. Okay, now, Agency Automator, the ultimate prospecting tool, in my opinion. You will get 1,000 leads or prospects every month with new people to talk to. Joe's going to dive in a little bit more so you understand this platform, and there are parts. So I do, and I say this to every agent I speak to. I will tell you, it's so important. Jump on. We have bi-weekly live webinars. In fact, we had one today that talk all about Agency Automator. It's just a chance for you to jump in and make sure that you're comfortable with the way this works. Joe's going to take it from here and explain to you exactly how this looks, feels, and operates. Joe?
Yep, thanks, Bill. So Agency Automator is a pretty neat platform. There's actually 2 sides to it. The first side, which we'll call side A, manages all of your clients' prospects. It reminds you of conversion deadlines, policy anniversaries. Also, it actually reminds you to follow up on all your prospects and leads, because like Bill mentioned, follow-up is really key to making sure you're closing as many sales as possible. So that's side A, houses all the policy data, everything you'd ever want to know about all of your clients, your prospects, any clients, even their family, their information, everything is in the system. Part B is the prospecting tool. There's actually two different databases. There's a consumer database, which holds individual client information, and a business database. And there are literally millions of records inside each of those databases. What you can do on a monthly basis by using Agency Automator is actually you have access to 1,000 new leads every single month. You can go into the system and say, let's say, for example, show me people that are turning age 65 in the next 3 months that are within a 20-mile radius of my office. And I also want to see people that own a home that have a net worth of at least $500,000. The system will comb through that data and generate every single month 1,000 prospects based on which criteria and demographics you're looking to use. You can then, inside of Agency Automator, pick from about 1,500 different emails, whether it's on long-term care, annuity, critical illness, whole life coverage, index universal life, supplementing retirement, any concept you want to use that's built into the system. You can then drip market on every single one of those new leads and actually see who opens the email, when they open it, and you can actually generate a lot of activity. The great thing about the system is it provides you with that client's full name, their address, their phone number, their email address, all the information you need to pick up the phone, make a call, and get in touch with that client. Another great thing that I'll stress is when you're using that Agency Automator system, you can actually tie it back to the lead generating websites that we offer through insprofessional.com. This is a completely turnkey retail website that has quote engines, lead capture features. We even have a separate section on disability on the scholarship platform. So when people get your email, they actually can go to your website and see that you're a real person. All the websites are optimized for mobile use. You can actually have the clients run, whether it's a term insurance quote, universal life, final expense. There's even some consumer videos that can talk about long-term care, can talk about annuities. Any concept you want to use, you can tie that right into that lead generating website and have a retail website without having to spend hundreds of dollars. So to access that retail website, just go to insprofessional.com, click on the sign up tab at the very top, and you'll be able to actually create your own complete turnkey lead generating website in about 24 to 48 hours. The next lead program I want to mention quickly here is called Pay Yourself to Wealth. Bill mentioned it earlier. This is what we call the ultimate $4 lead. So this is a book that actually takes about 30 to 45 minutes for a client to read. And what it does is it actually explains to the client how to use Universal Life for retirement planning, college funding, or even a lifetime savings gift. So the goal is to give this to a qualified prospect. Some agents put their information on it, maybe create a label, leave it in a physician's office or a dentist office. And the whole idea is that by the time the client is done reading this Pay Yourself to Wealth book, they understand the uses of Universal Life. They understand how it can be used as a vehicle to grow your money tax deferred and take out tax-free distributions. So the idea is you can really create some great prospecting for new customers by just giving this book to a client, having them read it, and then we've heard from agents that by the time the client is done reading the book, they're calling and emailing the agent to set up an appointment to see how they can use this concept in Universal Life to build any one of these retirement planning, college funding programs, just a really, really quick, easy way to generate new referrals.
Okay, good stuff, Joe. And we appreciate you stepping in today. I was going to do this whole thing by myself, but Joe said, no, I'm going to jump in and handle a few slides. I'll do the best I can. So you did good. We appreciate it. Okay, so, real quick, we're almost done here, by the way, so we don't want to take too much more of your time. But again, the whole point here is leads, leads, and leads. We want you to walk away with some ideas and ways you can generate more leads. That's the name of the game here. It's like that old saying, you can have a 220% life insurance contract, okay, but if you have no one to talk to and share your story to, it's not going to do you any good. So we all know how that works. So also, it's important to know a little bit about technology, because when you're working these leads or you're calling on your prospects from Agency Automator, you need to be quick. You need to work on the fly, okay? And these days, if you're at your son or daughter's basketball or volleyball game and you meet one of the parents in the stands, and and you always introduce yourself, and they're going to say, "Oh, my name is Bill Levinson, and what do you do?" "I'm a life insurance agent." "And what do you do?" Well, it comes up all the time, and most of the time when people hear how inexpensive life insurance is, okay, they say to you and to themselves, for $22, I never even thought about this, but I can afford this. Can you send me some more information or send me a quote? Or, hey, $22 a month for $100,000, I want to sign up, which are the famous words that we all love to hear. Well, now what we can all do, okay, is download our free Levinson mobile app. And you should all have your phone out right now, which I'm sure you do, okay, and go to the App Store. I don't care if you have an iPhone or Android-powered phone, okay, go to the App Store, click Levinson Life Annuity, and you will see our app come up. It's a free download, and from your phone, you can literally underwrite, quote, sign up a prospect through iGo or a drop ticket instantly, all from your cell phone within 5 to 10 minutes, okay? So you should be out there at your local grocery store wearing your Ask Me About Free Scholarships pin to create and make new conversations, be quoting with your cell phone, literally writing e-applications right from your cell phone, okay? We have to step into the new world here. Like it or not, we've created everything to make this easy for you. At the very minimum, make sure you have this app on your cell phone. Okay, also, along the lines of working these leads and prospects, okay, you need to become a selling over the phone expert. So what we did is we brought in the top consultant in the country for selling over the phone. That's Todd Ewing. We have a 3-part training series. We did 3 separate webinars, and it has to do with selling life insurance over the phone, okay? This is all available on our website. It's free. It's the Todd Ewing 3-part training series. Write that down. If you want, call one of our marketers and we'll email you the link. We'll make it very easy for you. You just need to take the time and watch and listen to the presentation. Okay, also moving forward, okay, now we love to talk about final expense and mortgage protection, but we all know the real nice cases and the large premium and top paying commission policies are with IUL. Okay, so if you know any CPAs or estate planning attorneys, great time to network with them, pass your message along. Now, what we have created is the first ever iGenius IUL software platform. So this is awesome. Okay, and basically this gives you a one-pager presentation. It shows any current investment product that your client has or wants to look at against our IUL. It will show them a complete breakdown, and then at the bottom it shows how the IUL is a clear-cut winner, okay, as far as premiums going in, death benefit coming out, cash value, tax implications. It gives you a layman's term breakdown, okay? Very easy for you and your client to understand. We also have group presentations built into the system, PowerPoints for webinars or seminars. And then what I suggest is you give out, we have these $500 gift cards for the free scholarship program, okay? You can give to everyone that listens to you speak on a webinar or in a seminar, even if they don't buy anything from you. So we have all of the tools to make this work for you. Now it's up to you to make it happen and put these things in force, okay? And we're launching the new iGenius IUL software in about a week to 10 days. We got pushed back by about a week here. So, but I do promise you it will be out within a 10-day period. You'll see an email blast with the first training that's called the iGenius IUL software by Levinson. That's going to be awesome. Okay, the Levinson Expo, okay, a day built around lead generating ideas and new sales concepts. Now, we have brought in the top trainer, okay, when it comes to life insurance in general, Joe Ross. He is amazing. Okay, he's going to speak live. He's one of our keynotes. We also have the creator of our IUL software system that will also be speaking and giving you tons of sales ideas built around indexed universal life. Okay, so this will be a day you do not want to miss. A great day to network with other successful agents from all over the country. All of our top carriers will be there. We'll bring in breakfast, snacks, lunch. We do a dinner the night before for all of our out-of-town agents. Now, I promise you, first of all, it's free for everyone, so there's no excuse to not be there. But I promise you, you will walk away with new concepts and ideas you can use that afternoon to make more sales, okay? You will not regret going. It's the one time a year that we truly request and ask that most of our agents can be there. April 27th, 2018, a day you don't want to miss. Okay, so our keynote speaker at the expo is Joe Ross. Like I was saying, he is my favorite life insurance presenter from across the country. Todd Ewing is awesome for selling over the phone. And like I said, we have that 3-part training series. Joe Ross, as far as life insurance selling in general, is the man. And I think after you listen to him, especially live at our expo, you will definitely see exactly what I'm saying and agree with my statement that he is amazing, and you'll walk away with some great information. Excuse me. Also, real quick, jot down February 15th. Speaking of Joe Ross, okay, a day after Valentine's Day, he is doing a live training and webinar for all of our agents across the country, and he's going to talk all about new sales ideas based around the new tax law for 2018, and he's going to talk about new concepts that we can create with our prospects and clients to generate more life insurance sales. So that is it. Basically, it's a 3-part series that he put together. We already had number 1. Number 2 is on February 15th. Number 3 is live at our expo, and that's all about new ideas to sell indexed UL. But February 15th, make sure you're on that call. That's a webinar with Joe Ross, number 2 of 3. Okay, I'm going to mention just a few more things, and then we'll end the call. I know I'm talking a lot today, but we have a lot of information to cover. And let's face it, leads is a serious matter, and I think it comes up on almost every new agent phone call. So very important stuff here. Okay, we just rolled out our new quote engine. Okay, it's called LifePipe 2.0. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, it is awesome. Light years ahead of our old system. It makes quoting very simple. And again, when working leads or selling over the phone, you got to be quick. Have our website up in the background, running quotes. It makes things very simple. And then you can go right to our e-apps from there. We just found out yesterday that Levinson is the #1 quoting agency in the country since this rolled out. Okay, so this rolled out 1 week ago, and we are in first place as far as agent quotes on our website. So we're very, very proud of that. Now, I hope it lasts forever, and I hope it those quotes turns into applications. But we're off to a great, great start. So I'm going to give you just a few more tips here, and then we're going to end the call. So very, very important, moving into 2018 now, and then obviously 2019, not too far away. We have to be, now I'm not saying become a Bill Gates and you have to, know your way around the internet like the back of your hand, but you need to know the basics. Okay, and make sure that your website is up to speed, at least looks good and works and has some kind of lead capture. If you don't have a website, we will get you set up, okay, for free. It's no charge. There's a $7 monthly hosting fee, but we pay for everything else. So if you need help with that, use ours, or if you have your own, that's fine too. But make sure that it looks good. Make sure that you know your way, just the basics. You know your way around Facebook and Instagram. You should be marketing yourself, okay? YouTube, great resource. It's free. You can make these 60-second videos or maybe even a 5-minute video right from your smartphone. Okay, talk about indexed UL or mortgage protection or final expense. Talk about our scholarship platform. Okay, when people hear about that, they want to know more. So what I would do, make these videos, get them up on your social media wall, put them on your website, maybe even write a blog. Let's say you make a 5-minute video about scholarships with life insurance, right? And then you want to write a blog or an article about the same concept. You can post that stuff on your social media, put the video on your YouTube channel. This is all free stuff, but you want to start marketing and branding online. It's the way of the future. And what I'm about to say next is exactly the reason why we have to do all of this. So it just announced yesterday, okay? You saw our new quote engine. It's called LifePipe 2.0. Okay, well, we just got 15 carriers that approved our new underwriting engine. I want to explain to you real quick the way this works. It'll only take a second. So what was just announced yesterday, and this is coming in the very near future, so my guess is a few more months, but it was just approved yesterday with 15 traditional carriers like Lincoln, AIG, Banner, some of the big names that we know. Okay, your client will be able to go on your website, okay, and this is the reason why I'm talking about all of the basics with technology. So your client can go on your website, they will be able to run, say, a life insurance quote, say with Banner Life, okay, run a quote, and then if they like the quotes, there's a button that says Apply Now. They can click that button that says Apply Now, and an application or Part 1 will come up in front of them. Your client can put in their information and get an instant approval, okay? Then the policy gets electronically sent to them, all within the same day, okay? Now, in the past, yes, we do have this platform now with Lightning Term and a couple of other carriers, but we never had anything like this for traditional carriers and products that were super competitive. So what this is telling us, right, we just got approval yesterday. That means we will be one of the first to roll this out in the next few months. But what this is telling us is we have to make sure that our websites look presentable and professional and that they work, okay, because you're going to want to drive traffic. How great would it be you're in front of a client, either face-to-face or on the phone, and you say, hey, Bob, do me a favor, go to BillLevinson.com. Okay, you can run your quote there or do it with them together, sign them up instantly. They get an instant underwriting approval as long as there's no red flags, and the policy is emailed to the client within the same day. And you get paid full commission, you get paid your renewals, and you move on to the next client. What does that tell us? That tells us we need a nice professional website that does at least the basics, and we need to start learning how to drive traffic to our website and marketing and branding ourselves. That's exactly what I did right in front of you, okay? Every Tuesday, we call it Positive Tuesday. Very simple concept. Every single week, I come up with a new positive quote. This happened to be today's, okay? Now, what am I doing here? I am driving traffic to Levinson and Associates. I want all of our agents out there that are on social media, you know, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, okay, Twitter and LinkedIn. I want them to know, hey, Billy Levinson, which is Levinson and Associates, okay? I want them to run a Google search and say, who are these guys, right? What do they do? That's the whole point. Maybe I want to get set up and become a life insurance agent and market and sell life insurance through them. Okay, so that's the point of this. But this is an example because I want all of our agents to start thinking. You don't have to do exactly this, but I'm just trying to get your mind running with new ideas and ways you can brand and market yourself with all of these free resources that are available at no charge. There's no reason to not just understand the basics. That's all I'm trying to say, because the industry, little by little, is making the turn. It's changing. So we have to be prepared and always look ahead. So we're going to end with this, okay? There are no secrets to success. Put in the hard work, and the luck will find you. There's no shortcuts. I love that Positive Tuesday quote. So our free lead giveaway is Jay Reeves. That's Jay Reeves. We will send out your leads. In fact, you'll get an email this afternoon with the instructions. You were our 100th registrant. With that said, thanks for joining our call. I hope you walked away with a few nuggets and new information to elevate your practice for 2018 and in the future. Have a great rest of the day, a good week, and great selling. Take care.